I know this may sound crazy because I get to work with like amazing foods on a yacht, but my favorite food is mac and cheese. Chill, bro. Chill. Why is it gotta do me like that? It's so scary. Chill. So we are going to be testing mac and cheese recipes until I find one that I love. Because I feel like I go to restaurants and they always disappoint me. You know what hasn't disappointed me? Velveeta mac and cheese. Liquid gold. Season your water. Salty as the sea. In goes pasta. I couldn't find the corkscrew ones, so we're going with small shells. I also only had tons of sliced cheese that I needed to use up, so that's what we're working with. All right, so the mac is boiling. We're doing shells. Hope that doesn't ruin the recipe. Over here in this pot, we're gonna get some butter going. So first we're gonna melt this. Into the butter, we're adding some garlic powder and smoked paprika, because she says she likes the smokiness. We're doing as the recipe calls. All right, we have our seasoned butter now. Into the butter, we need to add flour. So equal parts butter and flour is called a roux, and a roux is just a thickening agent, so it's gonna help our sauce get nice and thick and creamy. 3 tablespoons of flour. All right, here's our nice seasoned roux. Now we can add in our liquids. We're doing evaporated milk. Now we go in with our heavy cream, 2 cups. This is decadent. I've made mac and cheese before with a roux, but I typically use milk. So this is definitely gonna be richer. Go in with some salt and more of our spices. You might think it's thick because we're using heavy cream, but we actually have to bring this to a simmer. A roux is not activated until it reaches a simmer, so we still need some time. All right, we have reached a simmer, finally. So this has reached its max thickening power. So now we can go in with our cheese. I'm gonna cut the heat and just put all of this cheese in. All right, the cheese sauce is done, all nice and melted. Beautiful. All right, pasta is done. We're gonna strain it. Let's bring everything together. We got the pasta, now the cheese sauce. Oh my goodness. You know this looks like Velveeta cheese sauce. I think you need to listen to this. Okay, so here's how it goes. We go a layer down at the bottom, half the mac and cheese, spread it out, then we go in with some more cheese. So we top it with the mac and cheese, then we're gonna top it off with more cheese. All right, I'm gonna pack this up. I'm baking it off at my friend's house for a party, so I'll show you what it looks like once I bake it there.
Oh my God, Abby did not tell you.
What?